Hey guys, what's up? Retro Mikey 78 here, and today we're gonna do 5 tips on how to game collect in 2019. I had a couple people comment and been wanting to know how I do my game collecting, how I log in my games, make sure I don't get duplicates, which still happens even though I'm logging in games, and what techniques I use to game collect, basically. So we're gonna go into detail about a lot of things, and this is gonna be a very informational video. 1, know your area. I've only been living in Missouri since 2012. Even though I moved here and I had to sell my game collection to move here, I didn't start collecting again until probably late 2017. Not even really till January 2018 is when I officially made the game room. So I've had to learn my area, especially in the last year. And there's several different ways to do that. Google Maps. Just type in game store, video games. Try random stuffs. You never know what's going to pop up. Know your area. Know things make sure you know where stores are and everything. And each and every store you go to visit, make sure they know who you are. Make sure they know that you are a game collector. I've got people at different stores that know me by heart. When I walk in, they know exactly that I'm looking for GameCube. And I've even got a few stores that contact me when I get a game in that I'm looking for specifically. Don't be afraid to put your name out there, put what you're looking for out there. Also about the stores in your area. I've got 3 stores that do deals all the time. Slackers is a local store, even though they just closed the one in O'Fallon, Missouri, just near me. I was kind of disappointed about that because that was only 3 miles from my house, and boy, did I like going there. But they got a power card deal for $20 a year. You get a power card, you get 10% extra on your trade. That's a big bonus there. But you also always got buy 3, get 1 free every time you went in the store. And I used that a lot to get this N64 collection. I'd probably say 60% of my games came from Slackers. I got vintage stock, or V stock, what you want to call around here. And most of the time, they are overpriced. But every holiday, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, it's buy 2, get 1 free. Yeah, folks, that makes their games under price charting if you average it out. So that is the time to go to vintage stock or V stock. And they have reward coupons that they send you occasionally that they'll send you on your phone that say buy 2 get 1 free, but you're limited to just 3 games on that. Well, here's a bonus tip. Take a picture of it on your phone. Send somebody else with you. They buy 1, you buy 1, you get 6 games. Then go to a second store and do it again. And that's how I built my collection up a lot. Me and my wife will go to 1 V stock. We'll buy 6 games there. We'll drive to the next one. We'll buy 6 games there. We've even drove to the next one in South County and done the same thing. So then I ended up with 18 games, and paid underpriced trading for every one of them on a coupon deal. And the last one, it's about a 45-minute drive from my house. It's a ways there, but I have been there a lot, and that's Grumpy Bob's. I'll leave a link down in the video because I've done tours of their store and stuff. Their store is amazing. I'd like them on Facebook if I was you. They send out a monthly deal, and their monthly deal varies at month to month what they're going to offer. So you can't judge what they're going to have month to month. But I've amassed a lot of my GameCube collection. All these ones where you see the white things, I haven't had time to remove all of them. That's all Grumpy Bops. So know your area. That's the important thing. And know your area also for flea markets, yard sales. And here's a new one that I'm been hitting a lot of jackpots on. Antique malls. Retro games are in antique malls now. The ones where they have set up like this person has a booth, this person has a booth, and they just have price tags. You take it there, and yeah, these antique malls are starting to have games. And every once in a while you can find what, good. Next, know what you're looking for. Have a plan. I didn't do that last year. I game collected last year, and I was all over the place. I was like, okay, I'm going for this. I'm collecting. I think at one point I said I was collecting for 8 different systems. Going for a complete set. That's idiotic. Don't do that. Have a plan. When I first started last year in January, me and my wife said, this was the smallest system. Let's go for this. And we did. We went through the complete N64 library. Got every game loose. Eventually, one of these days, I hope to get them all boxed. But we'll see what happens. Now, I'm focusing on my GameCube. That's what I'm looking for. I'm totally committed to this. I'm working on this. Yes, occasionally I'll pick up an NES or a Super, or I'll pick up a Genesis, or I'll pick up a PS2 game. But I'm not looking for those. Those have to be a specific title that's something that just, oh my God, it catches my eye. It's something that I want. So, know what you're looking for. Have a plan. Unless you're just a reseller. I do that on the weekends when I go yard selling and flea markets. I go out and, ooh, look, I can grab this. I've got 2 Xboxes down on the floor right now that I'm trying to sell. One's been on eBay 2 times. It's sold on auctions 2 times, and people have not bought it. They're not paid twice now. So now I'm on Facebook Marketplace trying to sell it. But this is what I keep running into. Next up, and this one is a very important. Actually, the next 3 are really kind of important. But the next one is log your collection. And I'm going to show you an example of this. Here on my phone, I found an app that allows me to screen record the phone. I use an app called GameEye. So, you guys can check this out. This is the app GameEye. This is an app that I use daily. I also use price charting a lot. So I'll go over both those with you guys. Now, GameEye, this is how I logged my collection. It can show you multiple things. Right now I have it set up to show me the games that I just most recently got. And as you guys can see, like here, Sega Soccer Slam. It says boxed. Because I do not own a manual. It keeps track of all that. It tells you the current prices of everything that's out there. It tells you the box price, the manual price, new, complete in box, or loose. You can also click on it and it'll take you to eBay. It'll take you to Amazon. It'll take you to YouTube to do reviews of it. There's also an icon here for video game or for price charting. Let's go to Star Wars Outcast, Jedi Knight. That one's complete. Just bought it. But, something cool else. I can do. Done that. Done prices. These are the most expensive games in my collection. See, Conker's Bad Fur Day. I have a complete copy of it. It's now worth $142 as of July 26. You just look at different things. And you can enter in more stuff than what I'm doing here. Let's say you just want to look up games. I use this a lot too right now while I'm collecting. Go to GameCube. complete descending Pokemon box Ruby and Sapphire. It's the most expensive game on the GameCube. It'll tell you the up-to-date price, loose, everything. That, and then let's see. Like, see, there's a whole bunch of high-dollar GameCube games I don't own. Then when you get down here, Pokemon XD and Death Jam or Veronica. Those are the two most expensive games that I own for my system. So, you can see how it's marking the little symbol or the little D-pad symbol that marks that you own that game. You can do a report and send this to an email, make a spreadsheet, other copies with it. You can also take your you can log in your systems, every system that you own. Right now it says I own 40 systems. I think that's maybe exaggerating. I think I own a couple more than that. I need to count them again. But then you can also peripherals. This is everything. Like I have a Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller loose with manual. It's $102 with the value. Game Boy player with startup complete. I have the original packaging. Mine's not new, but I have everything with it. The Super Scope gun bundle. I have everything that there is. That shouldn't be like that. I actually have that. And now that price just jumped up. I have the U-Force. That's a rare item. So you just have to look and you enter things in, see what you have. You can also, something else I like, I keep track of all the amiibos that I have. Like let's say I want to do price descending. The Yoshi Mega Yarn amiibo is the most expensive one I have. So that's the part about logging your collection. This way, let's say we'll go back to games. I'm out and I'm like, oh my God, do I own this game? And there's several different ways to do it. Let's say, do I own Star Fox 64? Yeah, we all know that since I have a complete GameCube collection that I own Star Fox 64. Oh, now look there. I have it for the 3DS and for this. Oh, well, I have a loose version. Is that 3DS? Nope, it's still a loose version, so I'm not gaining nothing or losing nothing. Now we go back to games. Now we're going to show you two different things. Actually, I'm going to show you. You also can, the little plus symbol here, it does the collection, a trade, and a wish list. The wish list and trade and sell don't always work too well. I wouldn't suggest using them. I've messed up the app doing that a lot. But the collection, that works a lot. I do not like the loose cart scanner. It's junk. I don't suggest it. But the barcode scanner, that's what we're going to show first. And now we're going to go to single mode. And we're going to see Stubbs the Zombie. Now, you just go up here, you scan the barcode, and then it comes up and it says, oh, that's what Stubbs the Zombie is. It's a complete game for $59, 38 loose, and mine is complete. So I would just mark, and then I would hit confirm normally, and it would go into my it would go straight into my library. But I've already done this game, so I'm not gonna mark it. Now next I have 3 games here, and we're gonna change this to batch mode, and it will scan Super Smash Melee, Eternal Darkness, and Mario Party 6. And as you see here, it's telling me, oh, well, I already own all those games. But if I wanted to, if it didn't have those in there, I could go hit this. If I hit confirm, it will add those to my game library. So I'm going to hit dismiss. Yes, lose that session. And I use this app. I'll be out in a store I'll whip this out and go, oh, okay, Stubbs the Zombie. Oh, okay, it's $59. And a lot of times it'll tell me whether or not I have it or not. Which, why isn't it coming up? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's in my library. I have it. Next, we're going to show you price charting. Now, price charting, they made an app, and I really suggest that you look at the app. We're going to use Stubbs the Zombie since it's already out here. See, look, it's pulling up $58, $38 loose, just like it is. But one thing I love is this here, and this is the chart that shows you the from 2000. You know, it goes further. You can look it up. This is the loose chart. I guess I didn't have a complete chart up, but loose, complete. It gives you a range of what the games went for over the years. And then down here you can see eBay sales. You can actually click on one and it will take you to a completed eBay sale. And you go, okay, well that did sell for that much. You know, that's just a loose disc. Wow. That person got robbed. They should have used price charting because a loose disc should have only been $38. Should not have been $54. Click on this next one. This says disc only. Sold $7.17. It's $7.26. So this person got a good deal. They got $30 for just a disc. $38. They got $8 under price charting. This is why I use this app. Click on completed. $71, $69, $75. That might cause the price to go back up. So that's what I'm saying. You guys, these two apps are wonderful. Use them when you're out. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it's helpful. I use that app every day. When I'm game collecting, I use it just to check prices. I use it to check this. It's just awesome. All right, guys. The next topic I want to talk about, number 4, is YouTube. I'm going to explain to you how I used YouTube last year to build this collection and how you guys are using YouTube right now by watching me do this and showing you and teaching you methods on how to upgrade your collecting abilities. Now, last year, or like I said, I've not been living in Missouri very long where I live now. Moved here from Indiana in 2012. When we moved here, I sold 90% of my game collection because we needed the money to move. Now, for about 5 years, I didn't collect any games. I just bought new, bought what I wanted, didn't buy anything retro. Now, I'm going back, I went back over that timeline. Oh, during this time, I did buy from Slackers and I bought from V-Stock because I knew those. Those were in the mall or they were something that was just next door to me. But I didn't know about a lot of other stores. And so I started looking at video game hunting and pickups. And I was watching and going through all kinds of videos. Then I came across a channel. And I was excited about the channel because he was a local YouTuber. And we'll give a shout out now to Retro Tony. I'm going to leave a link to his channel down in the description. You guys ought to check it out. It's an awesome channel. He's been doing this since 2016 on YouTube. Pretty good guy. His channel's is growing pretty fast. I think I'm at 500. He's now at 2,700 the last time I looked at his thing. So yeah, like I said, his channel has been growing. But thanks to him, like I said, I've already went to Slackers. I'd already went to V-Stock. But I thought their prices were a little high. So from him, I watched videos on him go to trading games in Fenton, Missouri. Bodox games down in Arnold, Missouri. I saw a video where he went to a little hole in the wall called Game Trader 2. And I thought, oh, wow, this place is neat. And then he did another video where he went down to what was that, Washington and Union, Missouri, where he went to Game Depot, and then an awesome store that I haven't been to in a while because it's about an hour drive away is Game Over. That guy there, he gives you awesome prices. But that being said, I learned where the local stores were, and I'm learning where things are from him. I've got excellent contacts from him. Jason down at Trading Games knows me really well now. The people at Game Trader 2, before that store closed, they knew me real well. And I'll be happy to see them this coming week at Missouri Game Con, because I know I'll see them. I'll probably see Retro Tony there. He's got a sponsor table. But it's just things like this that, worked my way into the system. Game Trader 2, made friends with them. They told me, even though from their store, they led me to another store at Grumpy Bob's Emporium over in Illinois, because I didn't really know what it was. I looked it up. We stopped in there one day, and I walked into that store and I was in awe. I was like, oh my Lord, you would not believe the games that were in that store. You guys need to watch a video on that. And like I said, I'm going to put that down in the link down below on my Grumpy Bob tours. That store is amazing. But even from that, I kept watching Tony's videos, and I found another segment of his where he bought games from out of a woman's basement. And I was like, what is this? And I noticed on the drive there that he was in O'Fallon, Missouri, not too far from where I live. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. If this ain't too far from where I live, maybe I can contact him and find out where this lady is, and I can score some more games. Because at that time, my collection wasn't very big. I might have had 500 games. And I probably bought over 1,000 games off of this lady last year. So I didn't post videos about it. I was trying to keep it on the low key. But if you watch the videos over time last year, you'll see the games increasing in the back. Because at first, I didn't start the channel doing pickups. I did the channel doing VGM and Retro Game Treasure, which I've totally stopped doing both of those. Now I prefer Retro Rec Room. But yeah, I contacted Tony. He gave me that lady's information. I contacted her, and I bought a ton of games. Now, all the games in her basement were all filler titles, or there wasn't much out of the rarer stuff, so I don't go back to her as much. I did buy a few games off of her because she don't sell the basement much anymore. She sells down at the flea market here in my local town now. Did buy some off her the other day at the flea market, some GameCube games, and I told her, send me some pictures of the GameCube stuff you got, because that's mainly what I'm collecting for, and I'll see what I might get. Still haven't heard back from her. I probably need to message her again. But this is ways you can use YouTube. If you find somebody local, don't be afraid to ask them questions. That's what we're here for on YouTube. We're here for you guys. We're putting this information out there for you guys. So if you guys ask questions, YouTubers should be answering questions. I know we can't answer every question all the time or timely manner, but that is one thing I try to do on my channel. I try to answer at least thanks or something back in every comment I put in. Another thing I learned off YouTube a lot last year, and I did use this a lot for how I sold some games in my collection. I've used it for how I've yard sold, flea marketed, even pawn shops, in the antique malls, in different ways I've come across stuff. Gonna give a shout out to these two channels real quick. Chase After the Right Price. I watched a lot of his stuff last year, and Business 17, I watched a lot of his. Both of them are based out of Michigan. The problem I don't watch their stuff anymore is it got annoying. The fact that it seems like Chase never misses on yard sales. He never shows you how many yard sales he goes to that he doesn't collect games. he always comes home with a van full of stuff. So how much yard selling is this guy doing? How much pawn shopping, flea marketing? You know, it blows my mind how much stuff he does, but doesn't tell you about the stuff he misses on. Because here in Missouri, I can go to 15 yard sales on a weekend and not find a thing. And business, he hits and misses on his videos whether he finds stuff or not, but he still finds more deals than what I do. And I've stopped watching his channel because it kind of got more, not as annoying as Chase when he did his, but annoying to me. And I've actually kind of slowed down on the yard sales because I'm wasting a lot of gas, a lot of time, and not finding a lot of stuff. Subdivision yard sales are about the main thing I like to hit anymore. Or I just look for Pacific yard sales that say games. But it's hard to hit those when you have so many people trying to hit the few yard sales you have in an area that are selling games and reselling. And it just isn't accommodating to me. I'll give you an example. Back in beginning of May, I'm trying to get back out from the surgeries and trying to get back out into the yard selling ability. I see a video or a yard sale ad. Guy has a ton of stuff, but you can't tell what it is. You just see Wii U, PlayStation, Sega, and you're like, I see all this stuff, but I can't tell what the titles are. Well, we get there 15 minutes early because it said no early birds. We get there. There are 10 resellers, and this was an hour drive away from where I live. There were 10 resellers there. 5 of them were from my area that I see at the flea market every week. I'm like, seriously. And here I am coming back off of surgery. I'm still, sore from all the stitching and everything. I couldn't get in there, and I was afraid somebody was going to hit my stomach. So it annoyed me because we got there and everything was filler titles. Everything was junk. Matter of fact, I only picked up 2 generic GameCube controllers. Didn't figure that out till I got home, that were broke, that I was going to try to fix. They're still sitting on the floor over here, right in front of me. I haven't touched them because when I got home, I realized they were generic. I didn't realize it was so chaotic that they didn't have the Nintendo brand on them. So there are ways you can use YouTube, and there's ways you shouldn't use YouTube. But try using YouTube to help your game collecting. But that leads me to the next thing. Wherever you guys go, whatever games you get, whip out that phone, use GameEye, use price charting, download those 2 apps, price check everything. Do not overspend. I did that so much last year that it cost me. And when I went to downsize my collection at the beginning of the year, I ended up losing a lot of money. So, do not buy unless it's right at price charting, below. Make sure you're going to get the greatest deal. Remember, these prices on price charting on GameEye that you're checking, that's for a mint game. That's not, it goes for 18. That's for mint. That doesn't mean 18. No, you should be selling that game for about 15 or 14 because that game doesn't look mint. Unless it is. But, that's my 5 main tips of how to game collect. I hope this was informative. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like, a sub. I still got my Facebook, my Twitter account, different ways of following me. Hey, and for those of you that stick around at the end of the video, like I do for every video, right now we have till August 20th, the $20 digital code giveaway going on. The winner will get to pick between Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox. You'll get a $20 digital code sent to me, or sent from me, on August 20th. So, hey, hope you enjoyed this. Hope Hope you come back for some more content later, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.